Our next park build is a DPW dinosaur trading facility. Based off chaos theory, we're going to be buying and selling dinosaurs illegally, building a nice little facility in the lovely autumnal colors of Pennsylvania, which is not really connected to the show, but I just kind of wanted to use Pennsylvania, so we're doing it. This park build makes use of a couple of new mods I've been working on, which is why it was delayed a week. Amongst these is the standalone random dig sites, so that you don't have to go through all the effort of injecting the files directly into the main game archives. You can just drag and drop a single file into your directory and change how the random dig sites work. Um, this mod's going to be expanded as well. It's not just the original 3 randomization schemes I had before, where it was like flex, chaos, and vanilla style randomization. Now it allows us to do what I've done for this challenge. Make a special method of randomization specific to a single park, which you can then just drag in and drag out whenever you want to use it. So I plan on having randomizers themed around like Jurassic Park canon, Jurassic World canon, and building parks in the style of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, where the game will pick like 15 species for you automatically at random to build a park with. And you will just have to go and do it. And this will all work just by dragging and dropping single files in and out of your game directory. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. In terms of new technology, also, we'll pop here into this tree, we have hybrids randomized. For this particular randomization tree, they just unlock automatically. They don't require the prerequisite DNA. Based on how randomization works in the dig site randomization, you cannot randomize that requirement alongside the hybrid. So if you want to keep the DNA unlock requirement for the hybrid, it cannot be randomized. That's hard coded. Those are in 2 separate files. There's no way around it. What you can do, a little awkwardly, is randomize hybrids within each other and still require a DNA requirement, but it would be one particular DNA requirement. Like, so you would have a research node that says like requires T-Rex and Velociraptor. You could randomize that into Indominus Rex or Indoraptor, right? That would work. That's the limit of the technology there. In terms of other changes that have been made, I have made a wild captures mod. So what I originally wanted to do, and the reason this was delayed, is I wanted to get wild captures working better with dig site randomization, and I wanted to get the market, the dinosaur exchange, working. This has proven to be impossible. The dinosaur exchange lives in files that cannot currently be modded. So weep and cry. It sucks. I can't do it. For some reason, the dinosaurs, the like unlock order or whatever, the way dinosaurs are added to the exchange, like is completely separate from how the dinosaur information is stored for dig sites and wild captures. See, dig sites and wild captures live as tables in the SQL database that you can just edit easily with a SQL editor, but the exchange is hard coded somewhere else weirdly. It's not in the SQL data tables, which sucks. Another problem I ran into is like, so let's talk about wild captures here. Wild captures in base game use only the initial variant, the frontier version of the dinosaur. They never use a special variant, and they never use film skins. They only use a pattern plus a base color. Like random base color out of 12, random pattern out of 7. Never will be a film skin. Cannot fix that. Also in a file that can't currently be modded, as far as I can tell. The file, as far as I can tell, it's in a file that cannot be modded. As far as I can tell, that is the file that controls it completely. Better phrasing there. What I can do is I can unbound wild captures. See, here's the reason wild captures are always a little weird with random dig sites. Wild captures have their own hard-coded star rating where they unlock new animals. Every animal in the game has a unique wild capture star rating, which is not affected by dig site randomization. I set that to 0 across the board, so anything can be found in wild captures right away. The thing is, wild captures also look at the research tree and see if you've unlocked stuff, which means if you set everything to 0, the only animals you'll see will be the animals that you have unlocked and for the next tier of unlocks. It's not a perfect system, but it at least allows you to theoretically, randomize a tree, get Tyrannosaurus in node 1, and actually find Tyrannosaurus in a wild capture. So as like I did a test run of this a week ago, right? My wild captures for like the first 2 stars were all Gallimimuses every single time. It fucking sucked. So that won't happen now. We fixed that at least. I also added hybrids to wild captures where they were previously absent. I tried to add variants because variants do live in the data tables as separate animals in some cases, and even those separate cases don't work. So no variants. We can't do it. So we have custom rules in this challenge to handle this. I'll get to those when the park is built more properly. I also want to highlight. Oh, let's look at our random research trees. So yeah, these are the random research trees we have. We have these are chaos theory plus Camp Cretaceous only research trees. So we've got Pteranodon, Dimorphodon are only pterosaurs, and then we got like Nothosaurus and Mosasaurus. And then, of course, you already saw that we had, Spinoceratops, Nasudo, Cyno, Pachyrhino. These are full random trees, so there's no tiering in this. Then our carnivores ended up being Compy and Cerato to start with. And then, yeah, expanding into all this other stuff, making our way down here to the bigger ones. I lied. I tiered the carnivores. The carnivores do have tiers. We don't see the bigger carnivores until the later star ratings. I forgot I did that. So 3 tiers of carnivores. Everything else is untiered. We will be starting with Gallimimus, so we're going to have a lot of early galleys. And that's perfectly fine. If we pop out of here back to the map, I have figured out, so I've been working here on making our initial starting enclosure. This is going to be based on the, like the lake in Chaos Theory where you see all the animals in the DPW facility. So I wanted it to be a nice big circular enclosure. And what I managed to figure out is the trick to getting a nice perfect circle with a radius of 4 full fence lengths, which is normally difficult, right? Because you can't get the spokes close enough together to get this to connect perfectly. The trick is, what you do is every time you want to put in a new spoke, delete the previous first leg of the spoke, and then you can now properly sneak in the next leg, like this, right? So then we go over here, we delete this one, and now we can put one in here, and you can just keep expanding it out like this over and over again. Come down here. At some point, yeah, so this one we need to delete you, and then we can just find there's a couple of spots. What did I do here to misalign this? Oh, I think I need this one to stay in here. Sorry. Yes. This one stays in there. That provides the alignment point for this one. This one goes in. So this is like the remains of my experiments on trying to build a circle. So this is not perfect in terms of like the way you'd want to approach it, because I had all those side pieces in first. So yeah, now we delete this one. This one lines in perfectly here. You get the idea. Right like that. Then sneak the last one in here. And then once you have that done, you can go here. You just put the curve on and you just snap, click, snap, click, snap. And because the radius is perfect and the alignment between the two pieces at this distance of 4 is basically one fence unit, they all perfectly combine to make a nice circle. Unless you do that. Don't do that. That'll make it bad. I can't see where this guy lives. Is it actually there? Okay, it is actually there. So yeah, that's the relatively painless way to make a very large circular paddock. Ta-da! Now we've got this massive herbivore enclosure at the center of our DPW facility. So it is at this point, well, first we got to delete all the interior spokes, and then I will turn on the economy. I wanted to make sure I got this built first so that I don't have to worry about the cash requirement, especially with the experimenting of adding and removing stuff. So yeah, that's built. We'll do that. Anything else to talk about here at the start of the preamble of this incredibly long video? Well, incredibly long preamble for this video, I guess. I don't think so. Oh, the mods. The mods will be on Nexus and publicly released in the future, because I still want to add those other randomization schemes that I mentioned, so I have to make those. I don't want to release it and then release those separately. I want to do a big all-at-once thing so that it's, a flashier, fancy release. What I can do, if people are really chomping at the bit, is I can throw a beta version up on the Discord, probably, and just let people download that there. which wouldn't be the worst idea, I guess, because then people could play with it and like maybe if there's an issue, they find it before I release it. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. Well, this is the starting condition for our DPW facility. This is our little like loading bay arrival area. We've got our expedition chopper, our arrival chopper, and some like decorations started. We'll add more to this as time goes on. And then they can head down, you know, through the facilities here that'll be built out. And then there's kind of this secondary command pod here with the ranger team, the command center, and then the science center. Like the labs and stuff, right? Sure, why not? And this is our terraformed herbivore paddock. We got this nice big lake to echo chaos theory. I put a little bit of a cliff in here in the back. I don't know. There's some elevation in the chaos theory shot. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go back and like reference the scene. We got this nice little like forested hilly peninsula in the middle, which I think looks really nice, like looking across the lake. I like the little island with like the single big tree. I think this is a cool little vista. And the trees are all the natural tree layout that's already on the map, which I'm going to try and preserve because it kind of has a neat little vibe to it, right? We'll obviously have to add trees if there's not enough, but where possible, we'll preserve what's already here. Because I like building around the environment. We need to do more of that. Spent over $1 million getting set up, but the park should be pretty cheap to start off. We are waiting for the fences to build here, so it's a good time to talk about the rules. So, in order to get the authentic DPW experience, what we're going to do is every time we hit a new half-star threshold, we take the 5 most valuable dinosaurs in the park, and we ship them off. We sell them to some buyers somewhere. And every time we want to use the dinosaur exchange, we also have to sell 1 dinosaur. I may ignore that for the first trip to the exchange if we don't get a wild capture proc here pretty soon. Actually, the fence is done building. I'm probably just going to go to the exchange and buy us something if something viable is there. Now, the exception to this rule is unique animals. And when I'm saying our unique animals are named skins from Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory. So, you know, Toro, Bumpy, the Baryonyxes, Big Edie, Little Edie, etc. I'm also going to include singular animals in that. So the Spinosaurus and the Tarbosaurus. Both of those are unique individuals, at least as far as we've ever seen. So they are also exempt from being sold off. So when we get those unique special animals, they stay. I'm also adding Allosaurus to that list. We're only going to have 1 Allosaurus in this park. It's the blind Allosaurus, and it is also considered a unique individual. So all the other Allosauruses we get, if we get other Allosauruses, we're going to ship off and ignore them. We never got them. We're treating it as a unique animal. Furthermore, because the wild captures do not use special skins, we are allowed to rebreed these dinosaurs, which is a little complicated because of their genome data. We can probably toggle that on and off in sandbox settings to cheat that in some way to get the right one. Hopefully we don't need to deal with that. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out long run. We can get them from the exchange, so we'll probably try to get the unique individuals from the exchange specifically. And yeah, for animals like Bumpy and Toro that are members of a species where we see more members of that species, only that specific skin is unique. I.e., we only have 1 Toro, and Toro doesn't get sold. And this is not going to be true for like the Demon Carno and like other skins that represent apparently unique or very particularly unique individuals that are not from Camp Cretaceous. Like the Demon Carno is obviously an individual because of the scars and the broken horn, but it's not an individual that's relevant to Chaos Theory or Camp Cretaceous. So he goes into the dog food factory. It's fine. Yeah, and we also, so because of the issue with skins from wild captures, we're going to implement a few other special rules. The only animal we can breed. So this is meant to be a wild capture dinosaur exchange only run where we don't breed our own dinosaurs. The exception I'm making is Paralux, because there's a ton of Lux Paras in Chaos Theory, And if we're relying on the exchange and the wild captures, we'll be lucky to see like more than one. And so that's going to kind of break the aesthetic. So we'll breed our own parasaurs, and that will be the only dinosaur we do excavations for and breed ourselves. If we want to take it a step further, we could even just try and get its genome data from the exchange. I like that. We'll do that. We'll get the genome data specifically for para from the exchange only to breed our own parasaurs. That's the plan. By the same token, anything that has a Camp Cretaceous skin, anything that has a Camp Cretaceous variant, I mean, Kentrosaurus and Tyrannosaurus, we're going to have to get those only from the exchange because we'll never get the variant from wild captures. So those animals are going to be a little harder to come by, but also you don't see too many of them in the series. So it's fine. Let's look at the exchange. Let's see what we're starting with. I haven't peeked. So yeah, the exchange cannot be modded. So unfortunately, this is what it is. So in terms of animals that are in Camp Cretaceous, the only option is Pseudoceratops or Dilophosaurus. I don't want to push the carnivores quite yet. I want to get the herbivores established. So I think we're gonna... Oh man, that's a lot of money for an unreliable seller. That's rough. That's real rough. I don't know if I can justify that one. What about genome data? Do we got para? No para in genome data. Well, maybe I'll stick it out for an expedition on the map here. We'll see. Let's give it a few more minutes, and then we'll pull the trigger on the Nasudos if cash starts to get low. Really? Most maps don't get weather before 1 star. Okay, it's already done. It's gone. So there's that. That turn radius on this car is something else. Well, that was exciting. Okay, nothing has popped. 1 refresh later, we get Kentros. Only 2. So here's the problem, right? We're like a coin flip to get a Pierce, essentially. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the Kentros, and if we get 2 regular variant ones, we'll hold on to them until we get something else in the park, and only then will we sell them. That is a regular... Oh, and we're immediately medical ailment. This one appears to be invisible. Wait, no, this is the other one. What is that helicopter? What the fuck? Okay, that is also a regular variant. Great Sandy Blank. Very, very boring. Okay, well... Upside of the exchange, you do get genetic modifications on these dinosaurs, and the wild capture ones are completely blank, which is also something I am unable to edit, which is fantastic. A little bit of veg in the water gives it a nice aesthetic. We'll do that. And they'll find enough trees here, probably. I give them way too much veg, but it's fine. Okay, so we got a medical issue. I need a 1-3. We'll need welfare for wild captures anyway, so it's not that bad to get this now. 1-5 welfare. 1-5-8. He's great. Sepulveda or something. Let's just call him Sebastian. Come on, Seb. Get in here. You're perfect. You're everything I ever needed. So we'll get that done. We'll get these guys treated. We'll have to do some sort of disease treatment too. And this is going to have to be boosted. I guess we should also actually turn this into a park, huh? Because I did shut everything down. So there's that. So if we do run out of money here, I'm totally okay cheating and resetting cash. And that's just gonna happen, and you won't know about it because I'll cut it from the video. Haha. I guess we'll wait till, there we go. So they can see them. What if we put, no, because power is all the way over there. I was gonna say, what if we put a bathroom on each end? I like that aesthetically because it's like a perfect little wedge there. But for now, we'll just min-max it and put a bathroom in the middle somewhere, kind of like there, so it's not blocking those, I guess. A nice emergency shelter on the other side. Research is still ongoing. I guess we can be unpaused while that happens. We can sneak an amenity here. I don't know if this is profitable. It is. Great. Okay. We know it's infected wound. Cool. So there's that. Medical facility. Oh yeah, I forgot the medical truck is on the same side. Do I want to put it in like this? Where the medical trucks drive that way? It breaks the aesthetic. But so does this because the medical truck's on the wrong side. Whatever. I'm thinking about it way too much for something that really doesn't matter. Okay. Also should have been researching the disease already because we know what it is. But whatever. Oh, you know what? It might not necessarily be infected wound. It might be an injury that just got infected. That's why the research popped up later. Because it's not like somebody went and did a scan. Because this is shut down. I think that's what it is. It wasn't actually an infected wound. Infected wound from injury? Oh, but now he's not even injured. So he must have had a minor injury that corrected itself. That would make some sense. Okay, and shopping. Do I just want to put this here and block the gate? It's kind of bad. Here. That also works. Sure, fuck it. We'll move these. Like, this is not, doesn't have to be a final position because we'll obviously get bigger ones. So who cares? Okay, there's our first proper wild capture. So what do copies actually kill in this game? I don't remember. I need to check that. Let me do that. These are completely viable for us. They are 4 and 2. So if we can find a 4 and a 2, that'd be great. Otherwise, we need a 3. So there's a 3 and a 2, which is damn close. Generalist makes it a little expensive. The other option would be anybody with a 3, and there is nobody. I could just re-roll. This is 100k. That's a little steep right now. It's actually, yeah, fairly steep right now. Oh, and we hit a half star already. We have to sell an animal. Can we sell a Kentro? Is that even allowed? Like, I mean, it's allowed, but yeah, their pop is 2, right? So I'm not gonna sell one of these yet. We're gonna stick a pin in that because we're not really established. I intended this to be when we were established, so we'll just back order that Kentro, you know. Can't literally sell our second dinosaur out of the park. What we'll do, I think, is we'll get these compies, and then we'll sell all the Kentros. I think that's fine. That also kind of feels weird. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. God, do I just want to reroll? I think I just want to reroll. Let's roll it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Do it. Because, like, I just need somebody who's not $1 billion, and I get nothing. I got punished. I don't know if... I think cheaper expeditions should apply to wild captures. What's the cost? Oh, there is no financial cost. Never mind. So cheaper does nothing. Speed would be relevant. Alright, so we're gonna have to hire 2 now. I kind of boned myself. Do we get motivated? Cheaper research, actually. 201. Cheaper research is pretty good. Cheaper research than like this altruistic salary, I think, is the ticket. Ooh, hold on, there's a problem. We need 5 for staff upgrades. Yeah, we need a 2. We need another 2. Faster 146 is probably it. What's the other altruistic? 1. Faster research, motivated. Yeah, let's grab this first guy. 146 is not the worst. Faster is fine. Okay. Oh no, this does have a cost. Maybe it's just a flat cost, which is why it doesn't show on the hover? I don't know. It's a mystery. Well, anyway, copies. Get them. 10 minutes. This one down here lasts forever. So obviously we should do power ASAP. But yeah, that's fine. We'll get these guys in first. I have carnivore feeder. We'll put it here on this side. Is that... Yeah, okay, just within range. Perfect. Visible 2, visible 1, money, money, money. Glorious. Okay. And we are playing with the mod that changes how territory mechanics work, so they will have nice stable territories. And that's why we don't have to have the whole circle covered right away. We can plop them down in different corners, and they'll basically stay there if they're happy, and that's fantastic. Okay, all 9. Good.
Asset transportation underway. Asset in transit.
Shouldn't need a goat feeder.
Delivery confirmed.
The Compsognathus is a small predator, but don't let its stature fool you. It can be a ruthless hunter.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about the proper film skins for these guys. They show up in multiple colors in Camp Cretaceous, and they don't have a Camp Cretaceous skin anyway. They do need sand, so I guess we'll just make the beachfront here sandy for them. I hate this glitch. Where there's like... You can't paint underneath like a helicopter or something like that. Very weird. Like, why? That's probably just genuinely a glitch because it's such a baffling, like, why would this be a thing? Get a contract so we can keep the economy afloat. Increase... I don't... Why is this picture different? I haven't seen this picture, like, ever. Oh, it's maybe because dinosaur comfort usually doesn't show up, and we've got uncomfortable dinosaurs. Maybe that's why I don't remember we're seeing this. This should be free. Average comfort of 100%, we're at 95. I mean, it should be free.
While you could argue that these animals are living experiments, they are still deserving of the best care we can provide. Healthy specimens, if you will, make for better science.
Their territory is just decayed away from these trees, which was the fundamental problem. Just gonna... Yeah, he looks like he... No, it looked like he was moving that way. I'm just gonna let him go. If this gets close to expiring and it hasn't been fixed, then I'll put in new trees. Okay, so... This is not going to be anything. This is going to be 5 Frontier Tyrannosaurs. We can't use these. We need Camp Cretaceous ones. That's the rule. RIP. Compies are having a great time, though. They're happy. What do we get? We got a nice yellowy one that's appropriate for Camp Cretaceous. I'm pretty sure you see some orangey yellowy compies. Gray is canonically the females or whatever. You are pretty spicy. You're not in anything. This one's hovering. He's not mid-jump. He actually just flies like this. That's our headcanon. If we don't ever look at him again, it's true. Death Valley one. Mangrove. Nice properly green one to, you know, evoke the Lost World male. Cool. We're on a pattern Death Valley. That's a perfect rendition of some of the variants you see in the franchise. Female is more gray, so that's more of like the Camp Cretaceous ones. They kind of have a broken neck. Look at that. What's that? Little rigging error there, maybe on the shoulder where the neck connects. Yeah, there's like a hard kink. You can see like the bones that they rigged it with. Weird. Alright, I think that's all of them. We don't look at the Kentras because they don't actually exist. In terms of ratings, we probably need a hotel, right? Yeah. We can probably afford to slap that in there. Yeah, we're at 800K. We're profitable? Oh yeah, we're nicely profitable. Even with the 3 staff we had to hire. Small hotel is this one. Oh, we might want to be pushing that, oh, I can add that here. We might want to be pushing that power research, though. So we should, go do that. Yeah, I think the hotel here is good, because then it actually has visibility of the enclosure. It's actually like the same size as the science facility almost, so we can merge them almost like that. Happy to do it. Boom. Okay, so. Power 5, 2, 2, 1, cheaper, go. So I think we should finish this contract up. They've not really changed. So we sneak a little bit more. Okay, here's an idea. Well, hold on. Idea. What if, instead of just giving them trees, we decorated with decorative trees? That made it a little different. We can do like one here, like another one here. And it's like a nice little gate thing. We could even do a whole like line of trees on the other side of the fence. That's like a thing you would do maybe, right? In a park, you might do that. Well, these are all little trees. I don't know. It's just kind of random. That's fine. Is it? From the Embryo Administration Facility? Yeah, maybe. I haven't looked too closely at that recently. I think I like this better when it was just the standalone trees. I'm gonna delete these. We'll just keep the 2 bigger trees. That's fine. Kentrosaurs are moving this way, looking for trees. This is not the correct direction for you fellas to go. Stop it. So I'm gonna just slap in... let's just scatter some, like, smaller trees out here, basically. Stuff that, like, doesn't stand out. That way we preserve kind of the aesthetic of the more forested section. And these are just kind of blended in. $99%. Are you joking? Come on. Where's that 1% at? Do those little bushes not count as tree? Did that one just disappear? Sorry, did I just see a tree disappear? I swear I saw one blink away. I wasn't looking directly at it. Why'd it go down? Why number go down? This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oops. Well, filling up is fine. Because it can be used to power stuff later. Carno. We're not gonna add a Carno to the park right this moment. Oh shit! Yeah, that is yeah. I see the link you sent. That absolutely is the same building design. Interesting. I wonder if that's actually visible in the film or on the model, or if that's just them being lazy and like reusing the rough outline and just like down-resing the existing. Like maybe this building came first, right? And they downscaled it for the facility they put in the game. I don't know. Like, curious. Let's get the ranger team in here because like what the fuck. In fact, let's turn this thing on. Also, power is done. We hit 1 star, so we have to kill 2 dinosaurs. Okay. Let's one thing at a time. You're gonna go do that. Let's get power in. Power, power, power. Small power station. I want to put this off somewhere in the distance. Let's just start a power network thing way over here. Yeah, over here past the tree line. This is perfect. So we'll do it right there. That's that. And then I think we'll need another one further this way. Maybe... Well, we can just sneak it through here. That's not that bad. I don't really like it like that. We're going to run it parallel with the path. Like that. Sneak it over here. Roughly, let's line this up with the path angle as well. And then just kind of put it back over here more. Perfect. So hopefully that's the full electrical grid. And then, of course, we need the path over. We also need another bathroom and another shelter that I've neglected. So we should check that. Nope. Nope. Clicked out of the game. Disastrous. Clicked into OBS. Okay, there we go. In terms of shelter, one here at the junction point. How about like this? And in terms of a bathroom, we sneak one in like right here. Okay. Yeah, there's like the shape of the roofs in that screenshot do look like some of the buildings. Like it looks like some of those roofs, the one in game, but not like maybe not perfect. But yeah, this design is just wholesale fabricated. Like obviously not in any movies. I might have to study that shot closer, the one from the film, to decide for sure if I think there's stuff in there. Medical scan. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. This is still building, but medical should be. Go do the thing. Sign you. Frankly, we have 2 minutes. We can just. We have to sell 2 dinosaurs. Let's just sell the Kentros. We're obligated. We hit 1 star. I can't put it off any longer to sell the 0.5 star one. We'll just sell these guys. I think comfort will be 100%. And we'll get money. Also, this contract's about to expire, but hopefully we have time. If it gets down to, like, under a minute, I'm just going to put more trees in.
Assets in the air. Asset being transported.
You know, if multiple buildings do kind of at least roughly correspond to that genetics compound from JP3, that's like a missed opportunity for me to like recreate that in our last park build. Ooh, again, these would work because these aren't a variant; these are base. That's tempting. Because we need to get this park popping a little bit. I could put these in a temporary holding pen. I don't hate that. I think we might take the Monolophosaurus. So, obviously, Monolophosaurus is not in Chaos Theory, but there's a Chaos Theory toy for it that implies it'll be in Season 2, and it's an animal that was created specifically for Camp Cretaceous. I kind of want it in the park. Same thing with, like, Ouranosaurus and Kentrosaurus. Even though they're not in Chaos Theory, they're, like, to the wider cartoon show, they're iconic animals because they're only in that. So I think what we'll do is put in a holding pen for these monos until I'm ready to build our carnivore sectors. So we're going to just slap it in, I think, over here. Which will put it on a weird little offset, but that's fine. Let's just do it like this. Shit, it's too close. I should have known that was too close. Rip. Rip me, rip money, rip funds. It's fine. We actually are rolling in the dough right now. So also, this is like not aligned for some reason. Probably because when you're swinging on the arc, it like rotates away from it. So it doesn't actually stay aligned. So that's fun. Let's just put it here, I guess. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, we should catch the corner of the forest because I'm sure the monos like some trees. Put it right there. Just a little further back. Fine. Let's do something spicy. Let's do this. Oh, but then that's not going to let me put that section in. So we got to do that one first. We do. There's a lot of work for a holding pen, but whatever. I did it again. I literally called it out how you have to build it, and then I just made the same mistake. That's very me. There's an idea for JWE3 holding pens as a legitimate mechanic. Pens that have like infinite security, but the dinosaurs are capped on happiness, and they can't be like viewed. That way, if you have new dinosaurs coming in and you can't, what? Oh, because this is not. We have to build it from here. That way, if you have new dinosaurs coming in and you're not able to get a pen for them sorted out, you have like a secure place to store them, but they don't really contribute to the park until you're ready to sort them out. Boom. Yeah, exactly like the raptor pen in the movie, in Jurassic Park 1. That is exactly what what I think of when I say the words holding pen. Is that. How about a nice little like half moon shaped little mini lake here? Do like this and like this around the trees. Perfect. A little deeper in the ground than I wanted it to be, so I'm gonna flatten this out around it, and then you won't even notice. Okay. You know what? Let's keep that inside the fence though. Perfection. I mean, it's nothing, but it's something. That's right, you heard it here, folks. It's nothing, but it's something. Those are words that came out of my mouth. One of these. I believe these are goat eaters. I think the largest meat eater, like regular meat only, no goats, might be Coelophysis. These are definitely goats. Alright, wrangling up those Monolophosaurs. Okay, oh, fuck, the contract expired. I wasn't paying attention. Like, the bonus expired. How are these not at 100? You betrayed me, compies. You were the chosen one. You were the ones that were happy. You fuckers. I got distracted. God damn it.
May not know this, but I've seen some serious stuff during my
Doesn't
time
matter.
in
We
the
really
dinosaurs.
don't need the money.
Claire and I
thought we
had
were
our share
gonna,
of
but
close
this park
calls.
is already off the
Your work
ground.
on that objective, That wasn't a close
So,
call.
full
That
steam
was a
ahead
slam
on
dunk.
just fun. We'll have to see what the social on these Monolophosaurs is. If it's like 2 and we did get 4, we could try buying something from the exchange and selling off a mono for it. Are monos meat? Are monos the biggest meat eater, not goat? Is that why I was thinking about the feeders so much when I got them? Oh, damn, they are. So there was a reason it was tickling in my brain. We are not bringing in raptors right now. Like, even though my forebrain could not remember, my lizard brain in the back was like, it knew. It knew something was going on there. All right. Oh, why does my camera default to not day now? I swear it used to default to day. Maybe I made this up. You need only forest. You have that. Well, let's look at the skins first. Bringing up the light is too complicated. We got a Yukon Arana. We don't use these guys very much. Gambia Lethal Baits. Svalbard Pulkrana. Oh, that's pretty cool. And if I can get back. And a... Wait, Svalbard Pulkrana. Oh, we got twinsies. Okay. They are social... Forget where it lives. Does it actually tell you the number here? Oh, no, they're like 4. Social 4. Do you not... Does it not tell you the actual raw number ever on this sheet? Do you only see it in the hatchery? Is the game really like that? It is, isn't it? You just have to judge by the population meter. Very silly. Alright, Monolophosauruses are settled. We are almost to another half star. So, the next time we bring an animal in, we have to sell off a Monolophosaurus, which is not exactly ideal because they'll be mad at us. Well, is what it is. Well, that's a problem for next time.